And fighting out of the red corner, wearing dark navy official weight, 169 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 34 bouts, 34 victories, including 30 knockouts. The middleweight title is not on the line tonight. He is the fighting blue-collar pride of Youngstown, Ohio, the undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Kelly the Ghost Pavlik.
Kelly, Bernard, you receive your instructions. Again, I will repeat, obey my commands at all times. Keep it nice, clean, and professional. Touch them up. Good luck to both of you.
Hopkins said this will be a fight between two construction workers fighting for a sandwich after a hard day's work. Will we get a roast beef sandwich or a bologna sandwich?
You know what, Kelly's whole mindset of his entire camp is about knocking out Bernard, who has never been knocked out. I've never saw him seriously hurt or knocked down even really serious. So he's got to have a little bit better respect for Bernard than what he has coming into this fight.
But Hopkins, late in his career, has become the master of the close decision loss, taking few risks, trying to cut it very fine in every round, leaving plenty of room for more active fighters to shade him on the scorecards. And Pavlik is a very active fighter who says that he will get to Hopkins by making him fight at his pace round after round, and particularly hammering him to the body. So we should watch early to see if Kelly Pavlik can land body shots against Bernard Hopkins. It's easier said than done.
Right at this stage right now, when Kelly comes in, Bernard is moving off to his right, which he said he would do to neutralize Kelly's right hand, which is his favorite punch that he likes to throw, in addition to being his power punch.
Good left hook to the body by Hopkins, and a good right hand upstairs as Pavlik momentarily dropped his left.
The punch that Hopkins is not concerned about is the left hook from Pavlik. He's concerned about the jab, he's concerned about the right, so he's moving in the direction of the left hook, as you can see.
Just as was the case against Calzaghe in round one. Hopkins is getting the kind of round he wants and winning the little skirmishes when he chooses to go forward and get together with Pavlik, then moving away and frustrating Pavlik with distance and defense.
Bernard is doing exactly what he wanted to do at this point for the most part, but can he do this for 12 rounds? That's the question. But Kelly is a much better defensive fighter, as I've than it looks to be to himself. But he has never been that great with technical type fighters. The second fight with Bernard, I'm told Bernard totally ran out of gas the last 2 rounds. That was close because Jermaine fought a more technical fight.
So far in round one, a surprisingly quick Hopkins has at several junctures beaten Pavlik to the punch and has landed more effective blows. Pavlik simply hasn't gotten a chance, and there he gets in his right hand for the first time in the fight. Pavlik keeping his gloves high and blocking Hopkins there.
Let's go.
Pavlik letting Hopkins know he was going to battle him back on the inside.
Good left hook by Hopkins, and again he moves away. Pavlik misses with the right hand, lands a little left hook. Now they mix it up inside.
Now,
if Bernard Hopkins could fight 12 rounds just like this, he'd be very happy.
Well, he seems to be fighting to me with more determination than he did in the fight with Calzaghe. Maybe because he feels this cause is so close to home.
Straight up.
And he's more comfortable.
Patience. Okay, baby, we got 11 more of these fucking things. You want that, huh? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But you have to double that jab. Okay, you got to start doubling that jab. That'll put us in position. All right, Ben?
Yep. Jab your way, no matter what.
Yeah.
When you see that, pop that chain for me, X. Just stay away from them ropes. Keep that walk you're doing. You just stay off them ropes, baby, and everything else is smooth. Nice and relaxed, you're in control. And right hand is there, just keep walking. Take your turn, drop that shot. We're gonna look for that right hook up underneath and that right hand over the top. But he giving it to us, he gonna come. See, but you got him confused with that turn you're doing. He can't cross over.
Keep setting the pace, baby. Keep walking.
Naseem Richardson's exactly right. Bernard Hopkins confused Kelly Pavlik with his footwork in round one. Pavlik only got off 26 punches. He's a guy who wants to throw 65 or 70 of them. Hopkins was 8 out of 34 by CompuBox count, 6 of 26 for Pavlik. Pavlik only 2 of 15 jabs. And you heard Jack Lowe saying you've got to double your jabs. Don't throw one at a time. Benji Esteves makes Naseem Richardson take some of the grease off of Bernard Hopkins' face as round two begins. And the grease removal shortened our clock. I wonder if it shortened the official clock too. Hopkins poking a right hand over the top. Pavlik doesn't seem to know what to make of him so far.
But Kelly is straight. Both guys are fighting a very good defensive fight too. Kelly is very misleading in his way of his defense. And you know, at this stage, Bernard is fighting a very exceptional fight, much better than people expected. But I would say he might have won the first round even.
But he did win the first.
Good left hook by Hopkins there.
And so far it's winning the second round.
Hopkins able to throw 2 punches at a time. Pavlik so far has been pretty much relegated to 1 punch at a time. And again, just as the case in round one, Hopkins with his better footwork is beating Pavlik to the punch and then moving to spots where Pavlik can't find him.
Pavlik is a straight ahead fighter, unlike Calzaghe. And so Hopkins can try his movement and try to get good angles, which is what he's doing as he does that.
Bernard very seldom gets hit with a clean punch, but I always felt that 2 times I saw him get hit, he has a good chin if he has to get hit with a punch.
Good jab by Hopkins there. And again, he beats Pavlik to the punch with a combination in the center of the ring. The Pavlik plan is to force Hopkins to fight at a faster pace. But you've got to find him to do that. And Pavlik's opportunities to find Hopkins have been few and far between. And Pavlik's legs are stiffened by a Hopkins uppercut. And Hopkins thinks that he momentarily has him, and he comes forward on the attack.
The left hook, I believe.
Maybe it was a right, but once again, it was up in the high head area, the temple area, I think. Somewhere where Jermaine hurt him.
And there's a mouse under Kelly Pavlik's right eye, which was created by that terrific left-hand punch by Hopkins. But now Pavlik has a little bit more of a fight, and he comes forward looking for more.
That's what I said. Bernard
again beats him to the punch.
Bernard is getting a little bit more respect.
If there's one obvious and interesting element so far, it is that Bernard Hopkins has the faster hands. Who would have expected that?
Well,
Now they trade, and Pavlik gets in a left hook.